spaghetti and all that pasta there. You know, Andie, you've always been fascinated with bad advice that actors get at the beginning of their careers. Harrison Ford told me a story how they wanted him to change his name, and he suggested the name Kurt Affair, and they dropped it. Now, back when you were a model, didn't they want to play with your name a little bit?
Well, yeah, and they did in a sense, but not really. My full name is Rosalie Anderson MacDowell. I'm Quali now because I'm married. But yeah, when I first became a model, it was sort of like the end thing was to give girls cute little short names. It was Iman had just come over, and she was really hot, and there was another girl named Esme, and they called me Mac for a couple of days. And then the man that was the head of the agency, said I sounded like a truck driver. And I suggested Rose or Rosalie or Rosie, which were any names that had been called. But Andie was a name my sister used to call me, which I found quite endearing. It was, short from my middle name, which is Anderson. And it's actually turned out to be for the best because I have like a name that I work with. I'm Andie MacDowell when I work, and when I go home, I'm Rose Quali. And it's actually a great relief because there's a burden almost to being Andie MacDowell, which I can drop when I go home.
One very quick question. I've always been fascinated with sequels. Four Weddings and a Funeral, how much pressure has there been to do a sequel to that film?
None that I know of. I quite often hear reporters or I get asked questions about sequels for things like Groundhog's Day or Sex, Lies, and Videotape sequel. Someone said something to me the other day, but to my knowledge, none of my movies have been are planning on doing sequels. Green Card, definitely could have done a sequel to that, but I just, I don't know. Sequels seem to be like things you do, not on movies that are sort of artistic, but more like big splashy movies.
Well, turning to Unstrung Heroes, it was strange seeing you looking ill in the film. It was a little disconcerting to me to see that. But how did the crew treat you? Do they treat you differently when you're in makeup and you look ill?
Not really. I didn't really focus on that. I think I was just so happy to be playing this character. I was really excited about portraying the love between the mother and the son. I felt that I had a lot to give to this character. I had a unique understanding because I feel that my relationship with my son is very unique. And I wanted to bring a lot of the qualities that I think that are beautiful. I wanted to bring a lot of the qualities that I thought are beautiful about our relationship. The physical relationship that I have with my son, and I think is unique and beautiful. And I try to develop that with Nathan, the little boy who plays my son in the movie, and I think it works really well. And when we weren't working, I tried to be comfortable with him physically so that when we were working, it just kind of was a natural progression.